There were two distinct scenes playing out in Israel Monday. One in the streets, where police used water cannons to disperse protesters, and indoors, where lawmakers in the Knesset shouted their disapproval before storming out of the session, knowing they didn't have the votes to stop a controversial bill. Minutes later, hard-right ministers were celebrating and taking selfies.
So lawmakers, here are the vote results. 64 in favor, no objections, no abstentions. I hereby determine amendment number 4 has passed.
At the center of all this controversy is the first in a series of laws being pushed through by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's far-right government, aimed at overhauling the nation's courts. The amendment limits the ability of the Supreme Court to overturn government decisions, doing away with the legal standard of reasonableness. After the bill's passage and as protests still raged in the streets, Netanyahu, who was in the hospital to get a pacemaker on Sunday, delivered a statement from his office.
Today, we carried out a necessary democratic step. It was aimed at restoring a degree of balance between the authorities. We'll continue to strive for agreements. We are not giving up the chance to achieve a broad consensus, and I'm telling you it's possible.
The judicial reforms have sparked months of protests, even among reservists who have said they would refuse to serve in the military, along with hundreds of demonstrators who have spent days camping out in the streets.
We're defending our democracy with our bodies. The government wants to destroy the country, and we won't let that happen.
For opponents, the fight continues. Ministers in Netanyahu's far-right government say Monday's vote is just the first step in a months-long effort aimed at reshaping the nation's courts.
Moving on now, a blister